Hello and welcome back to my channel. We've got 3 Pentagon requests up today. The first of which is a collab between Wooseok and Kuanlin. Kuanlin, who I don't really know. I'm pretty sure they're an ex-member of Winner. I don't know exactly how they came to be close to each other. I know that Kuanlin used to be in Cube, so maybe it stems from that. But they released a mini album together at some point, and this is the track off it called I'm a Star. There are always like songs and mini albums and just little bits of music that Pentagon has that just kind of comes out of the woodwork that I just had no idea even existed. Which another one coming up after that is a song called La Di Da. That's Hui and Kino. They filmed that MV while they were walking around Chicago during one of their US tours. And then finally we'll close it out with an episode of Magazine Jinho's Santa Claus is Coming to Town Michael Bublé cover. Now, this was a request that was supposed to be in my YouTube Christmas marathon, but my whole moving situation kind of nixed that, so we're going to have some Christmas in January. Why not? Why not? If you guys want some extra content for Pentagon, there's a whole lot over on Patreon, so please consider checking that out. We recently watched like 2 episodes behind the scenes of Pentori, which was the Do or Not behind the scenes MV shooting, which was very cool. Love seeing behind the scenes stuff, especially from a self-produced group like Pentagon. So there's a lot on there, live stages, variety stuff, and albums as well. Let's kick it off with Wooseok and Kuanlin, I'm a Star. Oh, wow, this is well made. I loved him drumming like around that Lazy Susan onto the beat. Star Wars.
Cause I need to do like a big shining star.
Is this all gonna be them with great achievements landing on the moon, like a lot of Hollywood looking moments? On the cover of Forbes. He switches from the awkward magne to a badass, like, so quickly. They work off each other really well. What is going on? He's gutting them. This is some hug me, I'm scared type shit. I love his name in the Disney font. Killing lamb chop.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Ooh, the switch off was seamless. I really like this scene most of all. The color palette.
I'm a star. I'm living like a star.
Fisheye in Times Square. This song already sounds very addicting. High replayability. Clever. First mini album MV.
Get in my car, let's go to Saturn. No, worry not to care about the future. Forever young, forever fresh.
What did he flick off? I thought he was gonna flick off Cube for a second. What was it? Oh, the end. Ah, Forever Young, no end. Wow, they went all out for this. There's so much style. I can already tell from their chemistry here that they're very close. I think you could already tell that they're good friends from this. So I think they're units. They're the name of the album at least. Is 9801, right? For their birth years.
like a star.
The planets revolve around them.
너는 내가 떠올라 태어나서 나는 별 짓을 다 해. I'm a star. I'm living like a star.
I feel like this song is pretty underrated. I think this is really accessible, like crowd pleaser type stuff, you know? And this has, I mean, it did pretty well, 7.4 million for kind of a side release, but this is something that I think the general like K-pop audience would really like. I mean, it's very, very well made. I would have to assume that both of them had a hand in actually making all the music on this mini album, but solid, like really, really impressive. He's gonna be someone that, like, say if something were to happen to Pentagon to where things don't extend past the next handful of years, like Wooseok will have an absolute place like in this industry. He's someone that you just do not have to worry about whatsoever. And I really enjoyed Kuanlin on here too. For as little as I know about him, I was impressed. I thought they worked off each other so damn well. Great song, great video, solid release. That was from March of 2019, so it's been a good bit. Let's move on now to the next video. This is La Di Da by Hui and Kino. As I said, they were filming this video in Chicago while they were on one of their US tours. Let's go. I think this one has a bit more of a lighter, like, emotional vibe, maybe. Now, some soft auto-tune. Soft auto-tune is how I like my auto-tune. Ooh. This is kind of reminding me of an old Stray Kids release, like one of their mixtapes. Oh, instrumental is very good. Oh, and that's the thing. Usually I'll complain with autotune, especially when you have a vocalist as incredible as who he is, one of my favorites in K-pop. I'd be like, why do you have to put autotune on such an amazing voice? But when it's done with tact, when it's done with like purpose, not just kind of thrown on there, it works. It works. Really meshes with the whole aura of this song. The confidence you have to have. Sounds a little tropical. I drove past Chicago 2 weeks ago. The little girl looking at them. Ooh, I like the halftime. Interesting that they decided to film this at night. I guess they get to be more isolated, but this song has like a brightness to it that makes it feel more like a daytime type deal. If that makes any sense. His talent still comes through, auto-tune or not. Also, this was probably during their schedule, so they had to do this at night. it's the reverberating bass, those like hollowed, echoed notes, very dreamy. Watching this video though, you can tell I noticed that Kino especially is the one that's the most free feeling here. I mean, as much as I think Hui is as well, Kino lets it all out. This really does evoke like early mixtape Stray Kids, like tropical type mixtape track for me. I liked it quite a bit. Damn good. And to do that while you're on tour and shoot the video and everything, I don't know if this is actually, I do know. The person that requested this had said that this is kind of trapped basically because this is one of those side release songs. It's not on Spotify, I believe. I'm pretty sure you can only really get it on here and probably on like SoundCloud or something. So this is actually a Kino track. I think that totally makes sense because from the songs that I have heard that were composed by Kino, very much kind of have this vibe to them in the instrumental. So that actually makes complete sense. I liked it. Definitely liked it. Let's close it out with the last video. This is Jinho with Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Once again, sorry for the late video here, but you know, I'm sure it's gonna be just as great. Regardless, I love Christmas. I want it in January, in February, I don't care. Look at the cheeks on that stuffed animal.
You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, he's checking it twice.
From what I've seen on this show here on Magazine Ho, that he loves, I think, like the kind of theatrics. I think he likes musicals and that kind of splendor. It always seems that way for his setups and just the kind of panache that he brings forward. And his voice, it's very much like a, I don't know, it translates very well into, like, his pronunciation is so good. It reminds me of like very classic American style with some of the stuff he covers.
Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout.
Like, it's almost unbelievable to...
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Think that this is his voice because you'd play this over on the radio here and no one would think twice, thinking this is someone that's a native Korean speaker. No one would think that. He sounds excellent. And now he's back. Been back for a while, but you know. The swirl and the cheeks, I can't.
Now he sees you when you're sleeping, and he knows when you're awake, and he knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout, I'm telling you.
And I've always mentioned his vocal style. So much vocal talent in Pentagon, but he is so classically trained in that way.
You better watch out. You better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming, I'm in the big fat man with the long white beard. He's coming to town.
Ooh, now I don't think I really know this Michael Bublé version, but I mean, he seemed like he killed that. You could have probably put them next to each other and I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Really, really impressive. His vocals always are, and that's one cool thing about this magazine. We've only watched, a couple of them, but I think the range of the type of songs that he likes to do, like we watched him do Bohemian Rhapsody, which is a real shot, man. Like, you're taking a leap to cover a song like that, and he did it full on 100% justice. And then you look at something like this, so vastly different. And I think he likes to challenge himself as a vocalist. For someone that I believe has been doing it for a damn long time, you kind of want to do that, I think. K-pop has much variety as it can have in it. I think sometimes as an individual artist, you feel that you aren't being challenged enough sometimes with having to create music for a full group and having to mesh within that. I like that there are outlets like this for him specifically, to where he can do those things, and he excels at it greatly. Thank you guys so much for checking this out. Thank you for everyone that requested a video. We've got more Pentagon actually coming up, another guide, and there's always more over on Patreon. Like I said, album reactions, live stages, and variety shows. Plenty of Pentagon stuff over on there. That's why they are one of the main male groups that I feature on there. I certainly love them, and I'm hoping that they have some kind of album announcement within the next month or two. There's got to be something, right? It's been way too damn long. If there are any rumblings, please let me know. Thank you guys so much. Subscribe if you're new. Check out my Pentagon playlist down below, and I will see you next time.